welcome back to USA Network with the Psych movie.
Yeah, it's good to be here. So glad to see you.
How was it bringing everything together, the elements, figuring out how you wanted to make a 2-hour movie versus a new series?
This guy.
Well, we would have made, a new series
100 more
of Psych if they would have asked us. So we settled for 2 hours. But it was exciting and fun, and we're super appreciative. We're just talking about how we think our fans had a lot to do with making this happen. We don't think that studios and networks spend, ultimately millions of dollars on something that they aren't sure is going to work and be well received. So I think they know that there were a lot of people out there that were kind of clamoring for it, and our fans never shut up about it, which we love and appreciate. And so that's how it happened,
I can't lie, I'm so excited Gus has a woman and a fiance. How did you guys decide to bring him a fiance and use his real life fiance?
How could we not give Dulé/Gus a girl? He's earned it. Oh my gosh, that man. And she is spectacular. She goes one-on-one with him in the most brilliant way.
Yeah.
I can't wait for you to see it. I'm just jealous that you get to see it for the first time.
Jasmine Simon has, he has not found his fiancée in the movie. They are not engaged or get engaged in the movie, but we see them meet. And I think we know right away that Gus has met his match.
It's true.
Because, if you ever thought, Gus thinks of himself as a player, as we know. We know that he's a little clunky.
Gus, not Dulé.
He's hit and miss, Gus. He tries real hard, and sometimes that's where a lot of the comedy comes from, is him trying to be the player that he thinks he is. And what's awesome about Jasmine is that she plays this character in the same way. She is a beautiful, funny, charming, perfect girl who is just as awkward and does inappropriate things that she doesn't realize are inappropriate. And so she's the female Gus, and that's what we love about them.
Oh my God, I cannot wait to meet her, as well as our new villain inspired by David Bowie. What?
True, it's true.
That's
Yeah.
Jackie vibe.
Weird, right? That's all James and Steve, and we always talked about how cool it would be to have David Bowie on the show when he was with us, and that never happened, probably never would have happened, but we like to talk about it. So when they were creating a villain, he suddenly became inspired by David Bowie. And then we called Zach and told him that. He was like, oh, I am in. I am going to play that guy. So he gets to come not looking or sounding quite like Zach Levi, or at least the Zach Levi that we've seen in the past. And I think that was fun for him.
Now, can you give me a bit of a clue? I know you are not starting day one from the series finale. How far ahead are you jumping? Or is it just going to be in current times?
It's 3 years.
Yeah, it's real time.
Yeah, it's real time.
It's real time.
So 3 years. So enough has happened to where you are interested in what happened during that span. And so we piece it out in a little bit of ways, but it's super fun. People can change a lot in 3 years.
Yeah, we get to fill in the blanks of what everybody didn't see from the last episode to where they are now, which became part of the fun when you see somebody and you're like, what is he wearing? What are they doing? Why does he have a beard?
Corbin wearing a scarf.
Right. Why is Corbin dressed like that? So then we fill in the blanks, and that's where the fun begins. So I think it was a really smart move on Steve and James' part to say, we want to do this in real time 3 years later, so everybody can come however they want to come, and then we'll explain why they're acting or looking the way that they are.
Will we be getting some pineapples?
Of course. Why wouldn't we do that to you?
At least one,
At least
right?
one. We promise one. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love you guys. I've been a fan of the show from the day one. I would come to the press, not even the press room, so I wasn't pressed back then. I just come to the panel. So I have some of the giveaways. I have all the giveaways that I could get still.
That's great.
I should have brought them with me.
Oh, you should have worn the shirts. You should have worn all the things. That would have been amazing.
I have the Magic 8 Ball,
Oh my gosh.
Perfect.
which I've had people ask me, and I'm like, are you insane? No. None of
I drink from work out of my Psych mug with my little green top.
Ah.
None of that. carry it around like a...
I still have some stuff. I was like opening a garage cabinet the other day, and it's like a Psych office set with like a 3-hole punch, and it's like everything's green,
I saw
and it's
this,
like
DVD player.
Wait, what are you talking about? I don't remember seeing that.
Oh, well, then you know what you need to tell
was
us,
a
because
giveaway.
I will absolutely give it all to you. It'll all be yours. I'll put it in a box and I will send it to you.
She's recording this. So
I
I'm
swear.
Give you my card now.
You give me your card now, and everything that I have that belongs to Psych in my house, I will put it in a box and send it to you. Do you have it?
Look at that.
Yes, I would love
There you go. And then when she calls me and goes, "Where's my stuff?"
Where's my sack step?
My pleasure.
So we have to wait a little bit longer before the premiere. I've been following you guys. I've still been following the Twitter accounts. You guys have stuff on it, which surprises me. But
It's not us. That's Dulé.
let's do it. But when you guys brought them on the set and everyone was just immediately fell back into the same pattern, do you think that writing it was easy because you knew them for so long? The script.
I think that's exactly right. I mean, I think that Steve's been waiting 3 years to kind of bring these characters back to life and had tons of fun ideas. And so when it came time to put pen to paper, he and James just had fun doing it, and it just flowed out of them. The script was written very quickly because of that. And when they all came back onto set, I think it was funny watching James and Dulé in the first scene of the first day because the blocking was a little weird, and it's always like the first take when you're figuring it out. And they were doing their thing, and it was fine. A little clunky on the camera move, and we were trying to figure that. Well, maybe we should have the camera over here. We're doing all that regular stuff, and so they did it. And then James comes over and he goes, this might take a minute. Like. It was just getting back into that rhythm with Dulé, and by like the second take, all of a sudden it was like, what? And they're looking at each other like they used to look at each other, and the timing was there, and all of a sudden, and he was like, well, it was like shaking off the rust for a minute. But after that, it was like right back in. They were smooth as silk. So.
I don't know why we keep moving further away from the camera.
Oh.
But thank you so much for talking with me. I'm so excited about the show. I cannot wait. What other projects can we see you guys working on?
We've got a handful of things, a couple things that we had previously sold, and then a couple things that Steve's working on right now. So I don't know, because we don't know where they're going to end up yet, or if they're going to end up anywhere at all. We'll see. But, we're always talking about fun stuff that we want to do. And by the way, every one of them would be an awesome show. It's finding the right home and the right timing and all that stuff.
Well, I will be following you guys. Are you guys on Twitter or what?
Yes.
And I'm going to have to follow you on Twitter in a non-stalkery fangirl way.
Do that.
Any way you want to do it.
You
It's
do
good
that.
with me. Stalker me all you want. Be
So good
super fun.
to see you guys again. I remember talking
know,
to you
it's
guys,
awesome.
and I really am so happy that it's like coming back.
So good to
So
see you.
excited. Thank
I got
you.
your card.
Thank you. Wait, I want a card too.
So jealous.
My little brother made the drawing.
Oh my gosh.